What's up, guys? Big Papa Drock back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Send in some good energy your way. Today, it's a Saturday. It's the weekend when we're recording this. And I thought, you know what? It's time to make another live arena video. As of now, we're still undefeated. So let's take a look at the stats, see where we're at, and see what we're going to do for today's video. So we've got 125 battles. So we need to fight a bunch of battles today. We're still at 100% win rate. Today's video is going to be just that. Me grinding live arena for the next hour and 40 minutes and just seeing how high up we can get. So, you know, you've left so many wonderful comments in the last couple videos I've done in this series. But the big thing is, Drock, we need more battles, baby. We need to see you fighting, you know, stronger and stronger teams. And we want to see you lose. We need to see that loss happen. We need to feel it. So it might happen today. We got really close last time when I didn't strip a Mortu Macabre in the arena. So yeah, let's find out. Let's see if it's going to happen. Is this going to be the day? Are we losing the streak? Maybe. Who knows? Okay. Hope you're all doing well. Pulled a bunch of shards for Taurus. That obviously went terribly, as we all saw. It was brutal. It was a destruction. It was very sad, but we're still here grinding. So hopefully we'll have some good luck today in the live arena. I'd love to fight at least 20 to 30 battles. And per usual, I'll talk through what I'm thinking when I'm doing stuff. Like I said before, I'm still going with the same comp until I lose, and then I'll start switching it back up again. I just like this comp a lot. I do look forward to gold because I think realistically, gold is going to solve a lot of the issues that people have with live arena, in that, you know, you can just pick the same champions every time. And frankly, you're incentivized to pick the same champions every time, right? Your goal is to win. So you're going to pick your strongest champions every single time. Maybe you have a couple variances depending on who they pick. But frankly, when you get to gold, like, that's going to be a game changer. You can't just throw the same line out up every single time. You have to do different stuff. You have to pick different champions. And I welcome that. I look forward to that. I kind of wish they'd extend it to lower levels as well. But, you know, sometimes it's tough to make that happen. All right, we're going to ban the Uugo. They've got a Georgian here, which is scary. A Leorius. They don't have any polymorphs, so I don't have to worry about that. They took out the Sifi because they want to freeze me with the Torment. Always a good thing to know. Leaving the Uugo in, though, very dangerous for them, because realistically, I should be able to shut all their skills down, which could lead to a victory for me. Let's find out. Right away, our Harima is frozen. All good, though. This is why I love Leorius, though, in live arena, because he can't be controlled. He can't be shut down. He has to have his turn. And just like that, we're going to annihilate this guy. Who you ban matters, folks. Always ban the turn lockout. Always ban the lockout. Not always, but the vast majority of the time, ban the lockout. Ban the lockout. If you can't do anything, you're not going to win. Especially when you're facing harder level teams. Again, like, I recognize my champions are strong. They're OP as hell. Doesn't mean you're always going to win, as you've seen before. And I very well could lose and probably will lose in this video. So wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. And honestly, I look forward to that too. Let's get the streak over with so I can start throwing out goofy champion videos where I'm putting up Rorik Wormbane in live arena and crying when I lose or something stupid like that. Okay. He's got a Sifi. Look at that. Oh, that cardio might be his speed leap. Now, him having he's got the this could be good. This could be a good one, folks. He's throwing out the goods. He's got the pair. You got to be wary of the pair. I hate Marichka so much. Is it going to be lockout? I bet it's lockout. Oh, double Taurus. Double Taurus, baby. Now, a lot of times people would ban the Taurus. I'm going to, you know, trying to think if I should ban the Sifi. Sifi or the Marichka. I'm gonna ban the Marichka. This could come back to bite me in the ass, depending on if he's faster than me. But I don't think he is. I know he's not now. There's no way he's faster than me now. And what I might do is I might actually just put one of his champions to sleep. That might be the play here. He's got no polymorph. This could be a fun battle, folks. This could be it. Double Taurus. Now we're getting into those nasty comps. Somebody got lucky on the Taurus 10x, right? Somebody got very lucky on the Taurus 10x. Okay, I'm gonna hit. It looks like I'm faster with all of my champions. This is a little weird, but I'm gonna put his Sifi to sleep. We're gonna put his Sifi to sleep. We're gonna speed our guys up. Let's see what he does here. He might just hit me with an ally attack. Could go on my Arbiter, could go on my Sifi. Nope, he puts up the Angel Song. All right, knocked out a couple of his guys. Speed it up again, baby. You know what? Let's get ballsy. Use the res. All right, annihilate the Sifi. He's screwed. Yeah, he's screwed. Yeah, he doesn't have a chance in hell. Yeah, he's done. He's done. He's done. He's done, baby. Good. Awesome. That could have been scary. That could have been very scary, right? This is a battle where if I weren't faster, I would have had a very good chance of losing. That and banning the right champion can really make a difference. Because the thing about Marichka is you have to think, if they're doing it right, they're going to ban your lockout. Marichka can be such a challenging champion to fight if you know, with this comp especially, because I can't block her revive. And with double Taurus, with Marichka in there, anytime I hit her, she's going to annihilate me. So that, for me, banning Marichka, 100% the correct choice there. Led to an easy win. That and being faster. And again, this, you know, we're having the OP dirty spending champions comes into play, right, guys? When you got the speed, you can do nasty things in arena. But seriously, that was a pretty scary comp. You never know what you're going to get there. That's the first time I faced a double Taurus in the arena. I'm sure I'll be facing a lot more. Where is my girl Harima? Throw the Leorius in there. Don't show him that we got the Sifi speed. I re-geared my Sifi to be faster as well. So now my Sifi is faster than my Arbiter, which I actually don't want necessarily. I would prefer my Arbiter be faster, and that is only because of the, what is the name of the blessing that reduces turn meter that I have on my Sifi that I can't remember right now? Temporal Chains. It came to me. There we go. We got it eventually. Only because of Temporal Chains. Because when you face a team that has a large Temporal Chains, if you use Sifi as your speed lead, she's going to immediately induce that 15% turn meter reduction. So here we go. We got another strong comp here. We got Taurus. We've got a Yumiko. I'll be banning the Yumiko. Pretty much guaranteed. Who else is he going to throw up here? The other thing of why I wanted to sleep his Sifi is I want to make the Taurus as easy to kill as possible. And Sifi's increased defense is such a massive thing in live arena. So here we can see we got double polymorph. Got to be aware of that. I can't really use or lead with Leorius's A3 unless the Sifi gets a turn. This is where I love facing Sifi teams with Leorius, because when she throws up those block debuffs, I don't have to worry about using my A3. And what does that let me do, guys? It lets me preserve the ability to have to avoid being CC'd with Leorius's A2. So knowing your champions, very important for live arena. I want to lead with Leorius's A2 here though, because of Rhodos. Wasn't able to get the kill. This could be, you know, you never know with Rhodos. He could go on a rampage here. Harima should be able to negate some of his effects. Sure enough, absolutely annihilated his ability to do anything. And that is why I love this team comp, right? So the Taurus is pretty damn scary. I know I can kill this Rhodos. I don't know if I can kill this Taurus. I'm going to kill the Rhodos. Hopefully this is the right play. Didn't get the Taurus kill. We're going to try to get some of these buffs off. Didn't get enough. I'm going to be nailed here with a constant pressure. Here it comes. The big boy nuke. Is it enough to kill me? Hopefully Harima keeps me alive. Oh, he's got a lot more buffs now. Oh, this could be the end. This could be the end, folks. He's got a ton of buffs. This is going to hit like a freaking truck. And I've only got increased defense up on one. This could be the end. No, not like this. I don't have an AoE left. It's over. The streak. I can't do anything. He's too powerful. Not like this. Oh, God, no. And it ends. And just like that, it ends. Oh, I'm free. I'm free. And finally, we have been defeated. And the man to do it, the legend. Who is it? Pock. 25 million, more player power than me. Great job. Kudos to Pock. You've set me free. I have now finally lost my first live arena battle. I went 128-1 and now finally have lost. I'm free, folks. And now I can do whatever the hell I want to do every single battle. What I should have done there is I probably should have just hit the Taurus with the punitive punishment and hope that I would have gotten the kill. Or maybe have slept him right off the bat with Sifi. Good job to Pock. All right, let's keep going, though. 128-1 is not bad. 128-1 is not bad, folks. Well, now I'm free to pick whatever the hell I want. Now that the streak is over, we can pick what we want. But I still really like this team. I mean, now I can bust out my Taurus if I want to. I can bust out my Marichka. Why not? Let's see how that works. Let's throw a Leorius, and we'll throw my Taurus in there. Just to be fun. Where's my Taurus? Where is he? He's back over here. Yeah, we'll throw Leorius and Taurus in there. So I'll start using Taurus. Why not? I should have waited to throw Taurus in there, honestly, though, because then he can throw a UDK, which is such a hard counter to Taurus, if you think about it. He's got the Georgid. Nice. By the way, I'm really loving Georgid in Classic Arena as a Taurus Marichka killer because of his A3, or no, because of his A2. Yes, his A2's ability or A3's ability, whichever one lets you essentially take that extra turn after you kill someone. You can kill the Marichka. You still have a turn left. You can hit him with the A3, which is sick. All right, back in. I can't believe I finally lost. In the second battle of the video, too. I knew it was going to happen sooner rather than later. I would make a mistake. And Taurus is so nasty. I needed that Swift Parry Sifi is what really screwed me there. See, this is also why I hate using Taurus, because you get that fear. You get that guaranteed fear, which can really screw you. All right, he's got a lot of stuff going on. We got to make sure we take care of this Georgid. I don't think I can kill his Rhodos. He's got Sifi, so there's no point in sleeping his Rhodos. We'll just go ahead and lead with this, try to see if we can kill him. Wasn't quite enough. Should be able to drill me. So he'll take out my Leorius. No, he went for my Arbiter. Wasn't able to get the kill, though. Sheesh, that hurts. That's got to feel bad, man. Still sheeped. Hate Polymorph so much. Truly despise that blessing more than I could ever begin to describe. Hit him with this, try to get some of the buff off. Boop. Should be able to kill the Rhodos now. Awesome. He'll be able to res again, but by this point, I would hope that my Taurus is able to get back up. He doesn't have his A3 with his Rhodos, which is big as well. So speed him up. This is why I love, again, having 2 speed leads. Try to give myself as many turns as possible. Take out the Duchess. We should. I'm going to go ahead and speed up again so we can get to the Taurus's A3. He can't be put to sleep because of the Sifi. I think I should be able to go first here. Yes, we got it. Won't kill the Rhodos. But I don't think the Rhodos can... I mean, he could hypothetically kill my entire team. It's possible, but highly unlikely. Does he have a res with a Sifi or not? I can't remember if he does. No, he does not. Okay, down you go. All right, back to winning. A new streak begins. I see, it just goes to show, right? Like, if you make a mistake, even with strong champions, and the other guy had strong champions too, and kudos to him because his Sifi was fast enough and his Duchess was fast enough to get off more of those buffs. If Duchess hadn't gotten that turn, I think I would have survived that nuke. But Duchess getting that turn really, really hurt me because it threw another freaking, like, what, 3 buffs onto each person, which was enough for him to just absolutely annihilate me. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We're going to throw Harima back in the mix. A lot of people don't use Arbiter. They prefer to use Duchess. I don't know. I love Arbiter. I still believe in this team comp. I still think this team comp can do a lot of stuff, but you have to not be an idiot and make a mistake. I should have A3'd the Taurus. I might have had a chance to kill him. Maybe not, though. They're, as we know, they're exceptionally difficult to kill because of the passive. So we got a Neckert. We got a Rhodos in here, +3 Rhodos, so strong Rhodos. Let's go with, I'm going to go back to my original comp because the Rhodos can be countered by the Harima. And then that would mean that he would have to ban my Harima and not my Yumiko. Let's see what he's got. Who's he throwing out here? Neckrit and Rhodos can be such a strong combo too because it really makes it hard to kill him. Just very, very, very challenging to get him down. But again, Harima, really, really, really good counter to Rhodos, right? He's really thinking here. He's wondering. He's got the Tormund. He's got the Duchess. Okay. We're gonna throw out the Yumiko. We're gonna go back to our god tier comp that made us do so well. The temptation here is to ban the Rhodos. The temptation is to ban the Rhodos. But I'm gonna actually ban the Neckrit. And the reason why is I want to make, it as easy as possible to kill that Rhodos. And while my Harima can be frozen, my Leorius and my Yumiko cannot on their first turns. So I'm not surprised that he banned my Sifi. He probably thought I would ban his Rhodos, I would imagine. But I'd rather very much get rid of the Neckrit, which makes it so hard to kill that Rhodos. Okay. We're able to take out both of his revivers right away. He's already slept, right? What has he slept? I sleep him? Or no, I locked him out. So I'm just going to hit him with the A1 here, not use the A2 or the A3. We don't need to boost again. We don't want to risk getting frozen. We got lucky with the Harima, didn't get frozen. So again, he can't sleep any of my champions right now, which is big. This is why you really should ban lockout all the time. Because even if he gets his Rhodos back, his Rhodos is not going to have his abilities, which makes it exceptionally difficult. I'm going to go ahead and risk the boost just to do this. We'll save the A3. The other reason I lost that fight too was because I used my AoEs too soon. I should have held on to my A2 to start, but I really thought that I could annihilate the Rhodos off those first 2 hits. He had Polymorph on one of these champions. I can't remember which. I'm going to risk it though, because it looked like they had resist. Sure enough, they did. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try to knock out this Duchess. Love Harima for this because you can't weak hit. All right, we're back. We're back, baby. Onward and upward. We've got, what, an hour and 20 minutes? I think we could probably hit 1,700 if we keep winning. Yeah? What do you think? Start off with the Arbiter. I mean, this is a fun mode, right? I know it has its problems. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed with it. And again, I think locking out champions after they've been picked one at a time would make a ton of sense. Like that I think will make such a big difference in gold. But man, if they add the ability to battle your clanmates in this mode as kind of a practice type stuff, think about how much fun that will be. You know, you can even have a ladder tournament. You can set up ladders with other clans, right? Where you're like competing with other clans. There's so much they can do with this game mode, right? There's so much they can do, and I can't wait to see what it is. So he's got a very fast Sifi, fully empowered, or no, not empowered, fully blessed. So I'm going to guess it's his speed lead, especially because he's got the aura on it. Let's see who else he throws out. Uugo, a nightmare. Don't like Uugo at all. I hate Uugo. Go back to our tried and true. And a Torment to try to counter my Sifi. Probably a Rhodos. He's got Rhodos, Georgid, Leorius, maybe Taurus. Probably one of those four. Let's find out. Yep, Rhodos. We're going to ban the Uugo right away. Uugo, nasty. If they don't have a lockout champion, think long and hard about banning the Uugo, because frankly, everybody's building in Stunset now. And that can just, like, the RNG with that, and the fact that if you've watched Saphira and Hell Hades recently, how they've exposed that it doesn't work the way that Plarium has told us, that when Uugo uses his A2 and gets that double hitter, he's having a chance on each of those hits to stun, as opposed to not, which is what it was supposed to be. You're much better off in that case just banning him if there's no lockout. And again, this is why I always say ban your lockout, because now I'm not worried about the Rhodos. Unless he gets really lucky and just starts just unleashing a ton of turns. But beyond that, I have also completely shut down his entire team. We can go to auto now. I don't think this Duchess gets a turn back with her abilities to do anything. So I think it's over. I'm gonna do this just to make sure. I'm not gonna use the A2 just because I want to make sure. Not going to use the A3. Go back to auto. Let the Duchess get a turn. Okay, well, shouldn't have used that ability, but whatever. Unless he has refresh accessories. That's the other thing that can really make a big difference in arena fights, is if someone has got a bunch of refresh accessories on some of their champions. I mean, it is such a game changer to allowing you to do some really nasty stuff. Especially on a Yumiko. If you've ever fought a Yumiko with multiple refresh accessories in the arena, my God, it is a nightmare. I think I talked about it in my last video. All right, back to winning good. We were on a streak again now. We're rebounding from our disappointing first loss, but again, also kind of freeing because now the streak is over. I hoped I would at least make it like another 30 minutes without losing, though. You know what I mean? At least another 30 minutes. I failed you all. Okay. Ooh, Rock of Viletide. Okay. You don't see her in live arena. That's the first time I think I've seen her in live arena, actually. Back to the tried and true. I could go Sifi. I could go Sifi, Duchess, Taurus, Marichka. I could do that. But all those, like, I feel like it just takes longer. And I like this comp because they're usually going to ban my lockdown or ban my Sifi almost always. And I don't mind having a lockdown and an arbiter, and I certainly don't mind missing out on my lockdown with my two nukers. So we got Death Knight and Harima, so he's really going tanky. This guy's tanking up big time. Big Daddy Tank right here. The other thing that I like about picking Harima and picking Leorius as opposed to picking Taurus is that if you think about it, Taurus has a lot of, like his main thing is the single hit kind of A2 is the one that procs all the time with Marichka. And UDK is such a hard counter for that, He's got a Georgid as well. He's got a Necrit. He's got lots of good stuff going on here. Because I'm using nukes, I'm going to take out the Necrit. I think he blocks more of what I'm looking to do. And we'll pick Arbiter as my speed lead. Again, the nice thing about this comp is that he banned my Leorius. He left my lockout, fine. But the good thing is that Sifi gives me increased defense on my Harima, so I hit harder. Just like Arbiter gives me increased, attack, just in case he banned my you know, Harima, and I was left with Leorius. So either way, I'm getting a boost on my damage, and that is why I like having 2 speed leads in my teams. I didn't actually check if there were Polymorph on the team. I probably should have done that. That was a mistake. Doesn't matter, though. I don't even know why I cared. Let's go ahead and try to take out this Georgid. We're controlling the Harima. See if we can get some of these buffs down. Nope. So we locked everything out. And he's done. Ban lockout. Ban the lockout. The guy who beat me, what did he ban? He banned lockout. Smart. If you ban lockout, you give yourself a much easier time. If you don't ban lockout, it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder for sure. Let's see what he comes up with. While we're waiting, how are you all doing? What's new in your lives? Been so thankful and just so thankful and appreciative of all the support I've received on this channel in the last several weeks, especially. Have been really a lot of wonderful comments, a lot of kind things. So thank you guys so much for that. That does mean a ton. I love making videos. I love being a content creator. I love streaming. If you've never seen me stream, pop in sometime. I'm trying to stream Raid more often now. But beyond that, I stream a lot of, well, I used to stream a lot of Warzone, but the game isn't really fun right now. So I stream all sorts of different stuff. So if you haven't had a chance to pop by my stream, pop by my stream. Tell me that you came from the YouTube. I'll give you a warm welcome. And then obviously we got Discord and TikTok and all that kind of funny stuff as well, if you're into that. So there's me self-promoting for a second. Samar Gem Cursed for the block damage, I'm guessing. Not something you see every day. That's intriguing. And a Helicath. Sneaky. Okay, I like it. I'm going to ban the Helicath. The Samar will block damage for at least 1 term, if I remember correctly. Whereas the Helicath can do 2. I'm not super worried about him nuking me before then. Python can also be a little sneaky. This is a great comp. So this is I'm curious to see what he's got here. So he's got the Samar with the block damage. Can't really get through either of those things. Just hit our boy. Now I can actually control the no, does Rima control Lizardman? I don't think she does she? I don't think so. I'm just gonna hit we're gonna hit this, keep doing damage. See if we can get some of this stone skin off with the Arbiter. We took off the block damage, that's nice. Now we can start getting some nukes in there. And we reduced the turn of his stone skin. So don't neglect your Arbiter's accuracy, honestly, because she can reduce the duration of those buffs, right? Samar Gem Curse, I think, also does more damage the lower he gets in health, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure that's the case. So we should be able to finish off, I believe, his Harima and his Python here. Perfect. I wonder if this is meant to just stall. Probably not. Other great thing about Sifi, you saw that fear disappeared. That's one of Sifi's passives. Not worried about Samar right now. He's at full health. There's no way he's new. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Different comp, though. That is, you know, that's the interesting thing about Live Arena, and I think it will play more the higher up you get, is that you really do have to know all of the champions, right? Like, you have to know them all. Because if someone throws a Samar Gem Cursed at you and a Helicath, and you don't know that they both are able to block damage, Helicath on everybody, Samar, I actually forgot it was just on himself, but I knew it was a 1-turn block damage as opposed to a 2, and then he prevents his own death, if I remember correctly. Like, if you don't know that, you ban the wrong person, right? So knowing the roster, super important for this kind of mode. Again, as you move up, or if you have a strong account, you're probably going to see most of the same champions all the time. But once we get to gold, all bets are off. So he's got an Uugo. He's got a Warlord. Let's see who else he rolls with here. Probably a Rhodos. Maybe a Leorius. Oh, it went with a Grosh. Okay. Okay. We're going to ban the Warlord because why? Always ban Lockout. He should ban my Yumiko. Maybe he bans the Sifi. Now this, he banned the Arbiter. Interesting. Okay. He's got Polymorph here on 2 champions. So this is where we got to be a little tricky. I'm going to put the Harima as the lead because she's got a full Polymorph and she's more likely to get Uugo into the sheep ability. So I have a very high level sheep buff on a Harima on purpose as opposed to more damage. And so Uugo, when he hits her and puts up that, that attack, that drop attack, or in this case, if he weren't getting locked out, then his A2. All right. Okay, well, I thought there'd be a battle there. I mean, I say it all the time. I'll say it again. Ban the right person, and then you can actually have a battle, right? Had he banned my lockout, that battle would have continued. He didn't ban my lockout. He thought he'd be faster than my Sifi with a speed lead. My Sifi is exceptionally fast, and he should have guessed that based on the fact that she's +4 and fully empowered. So just ban the lockout, bro. You know? Uugo can screw you up in Live Arena. Uugo is a nasty, nasty champion. I mean, one of the best free champions that we've ever gotten. I'd love to have a +2 Uugo for another 10 speed or a +4 Uugo or whatever else. I mean, Ugo's nasty. So we got the Marichka. We're probably going to see a Taurus here. Everyone's got Tauruses. Everybody loves Taurus. I think it's kind of cool that I don't use my Taurus. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I know a lot of people are like, well, would you use the same comp most of the time? Yeah, I do. You know, even now that I've lost, I'm still picking the same comp because I think it makes the most sense. So we predicted correctly. There's the Taurus. So let's redeem ourselves from the last battle. He's got Marichka. He's got Rhodos. Doesn't have a lockout. He's got Polymorph on the Taurus. I'm just going to make this easy. Ban the Taurus. I'm not afraid of the Rhodos the way I normally would be because he's either banning Harima or he's banning my lockout. So Rhodos doesn't scare me the way that he normally would. Now I hate Marichka, and that will make this fight longer and more difficult, which is frankly annoying, but whatever. I also can't counter his ability to sleep me with his Sifi. So I have to think about that and how I want to play that. I'm gonna save the AoE and just take out the Rhodos right away. Now let's see if we can get some damage on these bad boys. Decrease the defense. He'll be able to get a res up once the Marichka goes down for sure, unless I get really lucky timing wise. But I doubt it. The one nice thing about having 2 nukers though is that if one of them follows one after the other, I have a better chance of killing everybody without him being able to res Marichka and keep himself alive. So glad that I kept that right there. We'll shut down both of them. So now we just A1 the Marichka over and over again. Just A1 the Marichka, A1 the Marichka. We're not going to use any special abilities. I can get polymorphed, unfortunately, with my Harima as well as with my Arbiter. And also with my Leorius. So there is a unfortunate chance of getting screwed. Now the question is, does my Harima get a turn before anybody else? Nope, she's definitely not going to. Sifi probably going to get a turn first. Actually, let's use up this. See if I can get the turn. I did. Can I take them both out? Oh, not quite. She to get the res off? Why would you not res your Marichka? Why would you not res your Marichka there? That was a massive, massive error. If he reses Marichka, the battle continues. I'm guessing because he probably thought he'd get to his Duchess's turn meter ability before then, but wasn't able to. Should have res Marichka. Marichka brings everybody back. You know, Marichka gives you another fighting chance. And again, with that goofy turn meter stuff of hers, you never know where you're going to end up, right? Man, I'm so pissed I lost in the second battle. I'm not going to lie. I didn't want my streak to go down like that. It is a good thing, but at the same time, I'm also like, God, come on. Couldn't I have made it like an hour into the video for you know, for tension, for the tension of it? Because now, like, you know, I'll title this something like, my streak is finally over, and then people will watch the first 5 minutes and then leave the video. Oh, man. See? Ooh, we got a Valkyrie, so he's countering my speed, and it's a +4. Very, 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 very strong Valkyrie. So if he puts a lockout here, this becomes a very tough decision for me, right? Valkyrie can do a lot of weird things in live arena. All right, we put the Sifi up there as well. I think my Sifi is faster based on the fact that she's fully blessed, but this guy's got a really strong roster, right? +4, +4, +4, +4. So who's he going to throw out there? He throws out the Yumiko. We're going to take away the Yumiko. He'll take away mine, I would imagine. Sure enough. So he's got Polymorph on the Necrit and Polymorph on the Valkyrie. This could definitely be a loss. I got to really think about how I want to play this here. I think I'll be faster, but Valkyrie negates a lot of what I want to do speed-wise, right? She's not super fast, though. Interesting. Immediately put the Sifi to sleep. I'm faster. You know what? I want the boost, though. Perfect. Awesome. Great. Huge. See if we can get this buff, get these buffs off. The danger here is Leorius has 2 big nukes, right? And the more I hit him and the more I lower his health, the more those nukes are going to hurt. So I want to get that shield down, but at the same time, I don't want his nukes to be absolute monster hits. And he's already taken a lot of damage. Now, Harima helps a ton. He's got a very strong Leorius, as we can see here. We got a True Fear on him, which is huge. He's going to hit like a Mack truck. This is where me being faster could come back to bite me in the ass. Big time. But his getting feared really helps, right? See if we can get some more fear up there. I actually wouldn't mind getting sheeped right now. And the reason for that is if I do get sheeped, then there's a chance for me to survive his nuke. I can't. Oh, you know what, though? I can try to get. He's got block buffs on. And I don't think this goes. Does this go for Skinwalkers? No, blocked resisted only from Demon Spawn. Okay. There's no point in using any of it. Let's just hit him with the A1. Gotta hope that I don't get killed here. Big, big, big if, though. I gotta hope that he doesn't get a turn at all, frankly. I don't know, guys. I might get nuked. This could be it. I could definitely get killed here because of the fact that he's at such a low health level. I could definitely die. Oh my God, huge. Whoo! How about that, folks? That was a very strong roster. Everybody who ever's like, oh, you never beat strong people. Well, we won there. So eat it. +4, +4, +4, +4. Blessings as well. How about them apples? It was close, though. If he'd gotten that nuke off, I very well might have died. I don't know if I would have been able to survive it. A Leorius at full power nuke is huge. I'm curious, what's that guy's power level? It's got to be pretty nasty, right? Yep, above mine, 26.9. All +4s too. Woo! Sheesh. That was a good one. Now we're starting to face the Hardems. Now we're getting up there. More losses coming for sure. Back to the tried and true. And see, the funny thing is, like, I preach speed all the time. It almost screwed me over there because of the fact that my Leorius had already gotten his, swift parry passive saving his life. So the fact that I put that True Fear on there probably saved me. Probably saved me. I maybe I would have been able to survive it with one of the Arbiter or the Sifi. They're pretty strong. but they're not ultra tanky because they're so focused on speed. So it would have been close. And that's where it comes back to, right? Like, you know, people who tried to negate what I did from the perspective of, you know, hitting 128 wins without losing a single one. It's hard. It's hard even if you have strong champions, because there's all aspects of RNG in this game, right? Nobody else did that, not to my knowledge. They certainly didn't make a video on it. And it wasn't like I didn't face strong teams. I kept trying to tell people that, like, look, guys, I know you're seeing me annihilate lower level teams because it's whatever Plarium's putting in front of me. I don't choose who they match me with, but I did have strong battles. I did have close battles. You know, I had battles where I was really facing guys that had much stronger rosters than me. And that's a great example of it, right? You need some level of RNG to win every battle. And eventually your luck runs out, right? And my luck ran out earlier in this video. But thankfully it came back right there, you know, because I could have really been screwed. He's got Pythion, Rhodos, Harima, Duchess. We're starting to see a lot more champions with blessings and a lot more +4s and +2s and stuff, which is great. So harder battles is good. It makes me get better as well, and I want to get better. That's the other thing too, is that you can't just have a super strong roster. You have to use strategy. You have to think about what works. And sometimes you're going to make a mistake, right? We're humans. There was a guy who commented on my last video like, I lost all respect for you because you played a Kymar versus a Mortu. How could you do this? And I was like, look, looking back on it, was it necessarily the best decision? Probably not. But in my head at the time, I was thinking, hey, I have a high accuracy Kymar. I know the Mortu is going to be in Stone Skin. I like the 50-50 odds of me stripping that buff and ending that fight quickly, right? Didn't happen. At the end of the day, I didn't strip. It became a really scary fight because of the fact that I didn't strip. You know, and I could have lost. I didn't. I won. And that, again, preaches where you need RNG. You need stuff to go in your favor. So Rhodos immediately gets to beam me. This is where Harima does great work. Keeps me alive. Now, his Harima probably going to get a turn before mine. I'm going to see if I can slow her down a little bit. Maybe get my Leorius back in there. Let's see if we can kill. I know I can kill this Harima, so I'm going to kill the Harima. Very unlikely that the Harima would be in Stone Skin. Nice thing about this too, provoke the Rhodos. He didn't get an extra turn, which is great, so he can't go on a rampage here. He'll get the res off. No polymorph, no polymorph. Beautiful, awesome. Just get back into our turns as quickly as possible. Drop the nuke. Didn't need to, but wanted to because that's who I am. All right, back in. And that's the thing, right? Like if you look at the top of the leaderboard, no one's got 100%. No one's close to it. Everyone, for the most part, even the absolute best players, are in the 80s. There was one guy who was in the 90s who hadn't fought as many battles. The reality is that once you start facing harder teams, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to maintain that level of, you know, of winning, because the separation gets smaller and smaller and smaller, right? And you may make a mistake, you may get bad RNG, you may just be outclassed. And again, this is the thing that people don't see about my roster. My gear isn't on par with the top players in this game. That is the truth. I know that may be hard to believe because you look at my champions and you see all the blessings, you see all the +4s, and you're like, good God, this guy had to have spent $500,000 in the game. Spoiler alert, I didn't. But some people have. And the reality is their gear is in a different world than mine. It really, really is. Don't get me wrong. I have good gear. I have some really great gear. But there are some players who have lower power level than me that have much better gear. And that's really the weakness of my account, is that I have to get better gear. I'm working on it. I'm in a top clan. I'm in Sacred Panda now. I'm getting better Stone Skin gear. That's really definitely hurt me, is my lack of good Stone Skin gear. I wasn't getting Nightmare Stone Skin gear until the last month. Think about that. I didn't have any Nightmare Stone Skin gear until like the last month and a half when I joined Panda, you know? And that's not a knock on my previous clan, because I love those guys. It's just because, you know, Panda is literally one of the top 3, 4, 5 clans in the game, depending on your metrics. If you look at power level, they're number 1. So it's just one of those things where it's a huge game changer when you join a top clan, because all of a sudden you're getting much better access to tactics. You're improving as a player. You're practicing against people in arena to see, you know, how your defense holds up, how your offense does versus their teams, and getting feedback from them. And on top of that, you're also, you know, at that point, you're definitely clearing all the Hydra stuff, which is good. That's a big difference from where I was initially. He's got an UDK, he's got a Cardial, he's got an Uugo. I would normally ban Uugo here. That's probably the smart play. His UDK also doesn't have Stone Skin. His Duchess does. I'm gonna ban the Uugo. I'm gonna practice what I preach and ban the Uugo. Because again, I don't like stun set. I was very, very tempted to ban the UDK because of his ability to stall things out. And I'm not gonna really be able to kill him for probably a couple turns here. I don't even think I'll use my AoE on the first go around because it is Harima that I'm working with. Maybe I will, we'll see. His Duchess is probably in the Stone Skin stuff as well. So, all right. She resisted, or no, not in Stone Skin. Interesting, okay. Let's hit that once. We're gonna make sure we get all the reaction off here. Don't want any reaction on. Now this is probably a team just meant to grind me out, right? Grind me out, make it so I can't do enough damage to kill him, make me frustrated and want to leave the game. That's my guess, because he doesn't really have damage in here, yeah? He doesn't really have damage, but the one advantage I have is I am going to be able to throw out tons of speed and get back to my turns a lot faster, and I should be able to provoke with the A3 of the Harima. So I'm going to bust out the A3 now once we get to it. See if I can get this Duchess provoked. Ah, she got sheeped. Very tough. One nice thing though is because I'm using a bunch of turn meter boosters, I can get out of the sheep faster. The other thing too is he left my Yumiko up, right? So I can absolutely get back to a place where I'm shutting him down multiple times because I have enough accuracy to shut down his cardio. Otherwise, this could be a really tough fight. If you're going to build high accuracy, you need to be building at least 1800. If you're not 800. If you're not building 800, you're going to have a tough time. Cardio shouldn't have any abilities yet. He doesn't. He's healing though. Definitely a tank team. Here comes the UDK. All right. Throw up the increased defense. Can we get lucky and get her back after one? Nope. She's still sheeped. That's fine. We're going to boost again. Should go back to the shutdown. Perfect. Shut them all down again. I'll win this fight. It's just going to take a long time. Go back, boost again. We're not going to waste that just yet. Okay, out of Stone Skin, which is great. Now we get our Harima back. He doesn't have anyone that can kill her in one hit. Beautiful. Baby's back. She's back, my baby. Oh, he's not out of Stone Skin. That was just counterattacking. Okay, good to know. Okay. Can we knock some of these buffs off here? Yes, we did decrease the duration. Beautiful. Including the Stone Skin here, which is great. So Krisk hits me with the slow speed. Now that can be very troublesome, given the fact that I really need speed to make sure I have enough damage here. Yep, trying to take out my Yumiko. He knows the Yumiko is the major danger. She's got block buffs. Let's try to get the Krisk's turn meter down. See if we can kill this Cardial. I'm not going to waste that just in case, God forbid, something bad happens. Okay. Could get polymorphed here. Or no, he doesn't have it on that. That's right. Let's go ahead and just drill the Cardial. Not quite enough damage. This is a game changer right here. The fact that he got this on my Yumiko really hurts because of the fact that I desperately need to make sure I keep him locked out to get enough damage on this team. This is such an annoying strategy, honestly. Like, the people that play like this, frankly, you suck. I'm just going to tell you right here, you suck. If you're not trying to kill your enemy, why are you playing the game? If you're just trying to stall, like, I'll sit here for 30 minutes. I don't care. You think I care? Nah. I'll sit here all 30 minutes gladly to make sure that you aren't able to get a win. I'll do that. That's the level of petty I have. Now, he should get a turn off with the cardio. I'm pretty sure we weren't able to sleep him or get him his stuff down because of that slower speed. So he was able to get that off. I'm going to boost those so he can't get a second one with the Duchess. Shut them all down again. Now we can potentially kill this Krisk with punitive punishment. He'll come back, but then we can nuke him again. Perfect. Get that back up. Let's try to lower some buffs. Perfect. We killed the Krisk already. You tried to stall me. It's not going to work, buddy. I'm going to nuke you. I'm going to nuke your whole family. Here comes the big old nuke. How you like your stall tactics now, huh? How's your stall working now? Play to win. Don't play to stall. Like, come on, man. You're better than that. You're better than that. I'd like to believe that you're better than that. You're probably not better than that. And frankly, I dislike you intensely for putting a team like this out here. But you're still going to get worked. As you saw right here, say goodnight. I'm going to end you on this turn right here. I'm going to drag it out, actually, because I'm petty. We're just going to sit here and wait for 15 seconds because I'm petty like that. Just going to sit here and wait. You wanted to stall me? Now I'm going to stall you. Let's have some fun. I'm toxic. Toxic Drock is out now. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Come on, man. Guys, if you're playing stall teams, frankly, just to try to get to 30 minutes and force someone to quit, you deserve every bit of that toxicity. Play to win. You know what I mean? Play to win. Put some damage teams out there. Try to win the battle. Don't be the person that sits there grinding out a draw. You don't even get a win, right? You're literally trying to frustrate the person to the point where they quit. Well, here's the thing about me. I don't quit. I'll keep going. I'll sit there all night. I don't care, even if it ends in a loss for both of us, right? I don't care. We're both gonna lose. If you're trying to take me down, I'm taking you down with me. Hate when people do that kind of stuff. So toxic, so unnecessary. And thankfully, my Harima and my team is fast enough to make sure that he didn't get the win or didn't drag me into quitting by trying to force my hand. So that was very satisfying. I am very satisfied now. Have you guys faced people in the arena doing that, by the way? That's the first time I've had someone do that. I didn't even think about it at the time. They didn't put out, you know, a damaged champion, right? So have you faced someone who's trying to stall you? I'd love to know. Tell me in the comments down below. Because that is actually the first time that someone has tried to completely stall my team and prevent me from, you know, basically drag the battle out to 30 minutes. Which, by the way, is ludicrous. Ludicrous that Plarium allows battles to be 30 minutes long. Like, come on, Plarium, make it 15. Make it 15. Disincentivize people from doing that kind of stuff. All right, Warlord's got to go. This is an interesting team. Rhonda is scary. He's got Polymorph on the Uugo. It's 3 stars, so it's a 10% chance. And with the turns, which I'm sure he has, then it's actually a 15% chance. So we got to be nervous about the Rhonda. Rhonda can mess your team up, by the way. That ability to block passives, but also the fact that she joins attacks and just pummels the ever-living snot out of you. So it's interesting. He's gone with a Rhonda in Stone Skin. Very, very intriguing. Now, he did steal one of my buffs, part of why I hate Uugo so much. I'm gonna save the AoE. I don't think I can kill the Uugo, but I'm gonna try. Yep, he's in Swift Parry. See if we can knock some of these buffs down. We did. Big. Wish I could have gotten just one more turn quickly. Did he get a stun off? Didn't get a stun, so that's lucky. He can't stun my Leorius, which is great. He's used the res here. That could be a mistake. We'll find out. Not going to use... Oh, but you know what? I just realized Leorius can die. He should punch my Leorius out here if he's smart. Because Leorius can't get a swift parry, so Leorius can't live. Wow, he absolutely should have nuked my Leorius. That was a mistake. Big mistake on his part. It probably wouldn't matter in the scheme of things, right? Like, it probably wouldn't make a difference. But something to keep in mind, right? If you see block buffs on a Leorius, kill the Leorius. He can't prevent his own death. That swift parry does not proc. He is guaranteed to die at that point in time. Now, I can't put up any buffs here, so I'm actually going to save this. I'm going to save her A3 and hope that I get back to the Leorius in time in order to nuke the Rhonda, which I did. And he can't be polymorphed, which is great. Now everybody's getting the buffs. Can't block the provoke. And away we go. He could have dragged that out a little bit longer had he killed my Leorius. I probably still would have won. But there was potential in there if he'd hit the Leorius to make it a little bit harder on me. And a little bit scarier. Ooh, we got a rat. The rat guys are great. They're great in arena. Okay. Harima. Not going to throw that up. Let's throw the Leorius up. I like to hide the Sifi if I can, just because people think they'll be able to go first then, typically. But again, because I have a fast Sifi, it's a little bit harder. And, you know, my Sifi's not in Stone Skin, but I'm willing to risk it. I'm willing to risk it because she cleanses this Legends buffs off, aka Taurus. Boop. So Georgian and Taurus, both scary champions. Let's see if a Marichka comes out here. Probably. Yumiko. So he's really setting me up to have to ban the Yumiko. This could be scary, folks. Let's see if I learn from the last time. He's got two very strong nukers here in terms of their ability to kill me. Now, the question is, I'm going to be faster than him. I don't worry about that. Interesting. So he banned. Okay. Ban the Arbiter. Interesting. All right. I wonder if it's, do I risk? You know what? I'm going to make the Yumiko because he could have a high resist Duchess. So I'm just going to, this could bite me with Leorius having more accuracy and being more likely to trigger polymorph, but we're going to risk it. So he's got a lot. We can see already he's got a lot of reaction gear on that Taurus for sure. The real danger here is that Georgian, although he's in Stone Skin, he can still do a ton of damage. Got to be really careful about that Georgian. Taurus wasn't in polymorph, so I'm gonna go ahead and sleep him. And then we're just gonna hit the Sifi. Little dangerous to do this, but I'm going to go for it. Okay, can we get the Sifi down? We do. Proc the provokes. Big. He's dead. Yeah, he doesn't have a chance here. His Taurus isn't fast enough either. Not going to take a chance with the polymorph. Go to sleep. Boom. Nice. Keep it rolling. We got 37 minutes left. 37 minutes of more live arena content. We're getting up to 1576. Starting to face harder teams. Starting to face other whales. You love to see it. We got a guy who also has spent a lot of money because we can see the Saoirse striking fear of the heart into the hearts of your opponents, knowing that you've whaled hard and spent thousands of dollars on a video game. Is it the right decision? My bank account doesn't think so, but hey, we're having fun. Ooh, he's got the Kymar and the Yumiko. Kymar can be pretty scary. High accuracy Kymar, you know, you might get sheeped, but man, it can you can really do some damage with the Kymar. Leorius here is really good because you can't get turn controlled, especially if I take the Yumiko out, which I will. He's probably going to throw a Taurus, maybe a Sifi. Let's find out. Turvold. Oh, this is my first time, and a +4 too. So he's got a big boy Turvold. Turvold can do some nasty stuff in arena. Nasty, nasty, nasty stuff. But he isn't the hardiest of champions, right? We do have Polymorph just on the Sifi. Not on anybody else. I doubt it's a high resist Sifi. I would be very surprised. He's got a speed lead here, so he should potentially be able to go first. And that could mess me up without a doubt. I'm going to throw Harima in, so I have the Polymorph in first position and make it more likely for if his Kymar does manage to go first before my Sifi, he's more likely then to get sheeped, hitting her first. I still went first. This is the beauty of having a very fast Sifi. I shut him down. I guarantee he expected to go first, especially with a speed lead. That's got to be devastating to him. Only the Sifi. I'm more afraid of the Georgian, honestly. Just make sure we get this Leorius A2 off. Gonna lead with the A2. Perfect. Awesome. So he definitely was expecting to go first. For sure. Hence why he banned the Arbiter. Look, a bunch of terrible gear that is completely worthless. All right, back in. So we can get up to 1600, I think, for sure, as long as we don't lose. We got what? We got 30 minutes left here. So I think we can get up to 1600. If we continue to win. Fast Arbiter with a speed lead aura. Something to be aware of. He'll probably ban my Arbiter. Got the Georgian. Okay. Who else is he throwing in here? Probably Yumiko, maybe a Warlord. Maybe a Rhodos. Sifi and Rhodos, okay. Guarantee he didn't expect to see that +4 Sifi come out. He's beginning to question. And he's got the Kymar as well. I'm banning the Arbiter, man. I'm banning the Arbiter. Let's make sure that we're able to get our turn first. He's got Polymorph just on the Kymar, interestingly. Should be able to shut him down here. Okay. I would love for the Rhodos to take a turn before my Leorius, which would just be awesome. Would be so great. I'm going to sleep. Oh, Kymar has the Polymorph, actually. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep the Georgian. Doesn't matter. Okay, we can tell that he doesn't have reaction. I'm going to risk it. Hope he doesn't have it on the Rhodos. Didn't matter. Had enough to get it. That's why Soul Reap is so good. Go ahead and take that buff away. Wasn't able to do it. Didn't have quite enough accuracy. But now we can sleep him. Don't even give him a chance in case he has refresh accessories to get a turn. And we end the fight with the Leorius Slam. Okay, what is it? 1586. 3 more battle, 3 more wins. We hit 1600, which is great. Keep grinding. Facing a lot harder teams too. Still pissed I lost earlier. Shouldn't have. I made a mistake. That was a winnable game. Kudos. What was his name? Pock, I think. It's going to haunt me all night. I'm going to be thinking about that for the next several days. I hate losing. Which makes sense because you only spend this much money on a game if you really want to win. Okay, we got a 4-star Duchess with Polymorph. So really strong Duchess. What else are you going to throw out here? It's probably going to go a tanky. Maybe go Siphi. Yep, Siphi Leorius. Okay. We'll leave the Siphi for last. He's got Polymorph on 2 champions. Got to be really careful here. The Leorius can really screw me up. Probably puts a lockout in here if I'm guessing. Maybe a Necrit. Maybe Uugo. NLB too also has a really good players in the clan. Okay, so ban the Warlord right away. He bans the Arbiter. Okay. He does have increase. Do I take the chance that it's a resist Duchess and up my accuracy? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna go with this so that if I get hit with something, I'm more likely to proc the Polymorph. Like if the Leorius leads with his A3. Although if I have Siphi's buffs up, it won't matter. That is the one downside. If the buffs are up, it actually doesn't come into play. Okay, we're faster. Let's shut him down. Okay, not a high resist. That's good. He's got a lot of... So he's got a bolster Duchess then, is what it looks like here. Okay. Sleep Leorius. Just take him out of the picture. Great. Very strong Duchess there, as we saw. Very tough to kill. Okay. Oh, he's healing with the bolster too. Got to think about this. How do I want to play this? I'm going to risk it. Yep, Polymorph came back to bite me in the ass. I need to get this Leorius down sooner rather than later. That was not what I chose to do. I don't understand. I clicked the A2. That makes no sense. Make sure we slow down this Duchess. Okay. So we brought out his ability to... That's huge. We needed to get that out there. If it's Swift Parry Duchess, we could be in trouble. No, we're good. Woo! Awesome. Glad that I waited that out. Good thing to wait out that use of the AoE from Leorius. Just wait, get one AoE on him, make sure I take him down so I pop out that Swift Parry, and then hit with the remainder of my abilities. I hope you guys are enjoying this. For those of you who are watching the entire video, this will be the longest YouTube video that I've ever posted. So I'm curious to see how it does in terms of, you know, performance and views and all that fun stuff. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll probably have my editor chop it up a little bit to make it shorter, because right now it's looking at being about an hour and a half. And that's a long YouTube video, you know. That's a very long YouTube video. Tough to watch the entirety of that. Though I think it's always useful, right? To see what people do in fights to get a better idea of what strategies are out there, so that you can better prepare yourself when you are jumping in live arena. And again, right now, live arena still isn't stratified enough. You know, you still have big spenders like me down here in these areas. And until it gets to a point where more people are in gold, it's going to be a lot harder for the lower level player base to actually enjoy doing it. But I do think that will get better over time. And I also think there are ways for Plarium to fix that. Like, nobody wants to face bots in live arena. I know they already have them in there. But frankly, if you're a super low level account, I'd rather have you face a bot than face me. That's not enjoyable for you. It's enjoyable for me. I'm not going to lie. There's nothing, you're never going to be unhappy when you're annihilating somebody. But realistically, for the long-term health of the game, it's not a good thing. You don't want to have mid-level, early-level, you know, players that don't spend a ton of money facing people like me that have wailed hard in this game, you know? Oh, this is an interesting comp. Wow, okay. This is a super interesting comp. I'm really curious to see what he picks for the last year. So we got Mithrala, Rhodos, Skull Crown, and Genbo. Interesting. Now, Genbo can kill through Swift Parry, so Leorius isn't as strong against Genbo as he would be normally. Skull Crown, I'm sure he has a counterattack mastery on, which can do a ton of damage if you build her slow and just have her just absolutely nuke your team. Now, hopefully, Harima helps counter that a little bit if he chooses to keep her in. Let's see who the last pick is. And Rhodos, obviously, we know what Rhodos can do. Withier the Crowned. I actually think I'm going to ban the Mithrala. And the reason for that is Mithrala's Hex can really screw your stuff up if you get petrified. And I'd rather not have her in the comp. Rhodos can be very scary. Skullcrown can be very scary. Withier can keep these people alive. But Mithrala can't, you know, she's tricky. And you'll see her still in plat level arena. There's one guy in particular, if you watched Machan's video recently, he faced him. His name is Jacob. Great player. He always builds really strong defenses. And Machan, I think, thought he was a bot, actually, which made me laugh because I knew for sure he wasn't. So he's got the Genbo and Stone Skin. So realistically, I'm probably losing the Leo here. But I'm just going to hit the Rhodos with the A1. Awesome. We're going to sleep the Skull Crown. And we're going to drill the Withier. Just keep hitting the Withier. We're probably losing Leorius on this turn. I don't think he's going to be able to nuke every single one of my people with a Genbo, especially in Stone Skin, with the Harima coming into play. Could be wrong. I would be very surprised, though. And we get back to the Sifi before the Skull Crown. Just put her back asleep. She can't counterattack. That's big. The counterattack can really mess things up. And then he would have a chance at potentially nuking me, I think. We'll find out. Yeah, he didn't have enough power on that. I didn't think so. Harima really does a great job of countering that, though. Did they have Stone Skin? Or did they have Polymorph? I can't remember. We'll risk it. Great, we got the fear on her. Let's take away the buff. Yeah, look at the damage there, right? Look at the damage there. If I had hit the Skull Crown earlier and gotten that counterattack with an AoE, there is a chance he could have wiped me out with the Genbo. And that's probably what he's going for there. He's probably expecting people to nuke everyone, the Skull Crown to stay up, to immediately hit the counterattack, get that double hit, do a ton of damage. Because remember, that was a 6-star Skull Crown with Crushing Ren. So she's going to be ignoring with Savage 25%, 6% for Crushing Ren versus level 60 champions in the arena. So 31% right there, plus potentially Helm Smasher, which is another 25%. So she could potentially be ignoring almost 60% of your defense on that A1 double hit. That's nasty. That's nasty. So a weird team, but I could see the reasoning behind it. Got the Taurus picture, so I would imagine to see a Taurus here. +4 Duchess and an Uugo, okay. Throw out the Harima. Throw out the Leorius. I really do love Leorius in this mode. I think he's so good in Live Arena. I should probably use Taurus more often. He's got the Taurus Marichka combo, as we can see right here. I guarantee he puts a lockout champion there if I were guessing. And it's a fully empowered Marichka too. Oh, baby. That's scary. He'll ban my Yumiko, and I bet he puts a Yumiko or a Warlord. But frankly, if he does, then he leaves himself with no damage. Puts a Rhodos. Puts the Rhodos. I'm banning the Taurus. I'll leave the Marichka up. I don't like keeping the Uugo up, but Rhodos I feel comfortable with because of the Harima. So the Uugo can be really tricky here, can definitely wreak some havoc on what I'm trying to do. But the one good thing is we do have Harima with that Polymorph, and there's a good chance the Uugo gets sheeped. He's got Polymorph on 2 champions, 3 champions, the Harima or the Marichka as well, so got to be cognizant of that. Okay. This should be a good fight. Harima resisted, interesting. Okay. Saved our AoEs, can't be turn meter controlled. Got to make sure I keep both Nukers alive. Got to take down this Uugo. Good, he got sheeped right away. Awesome. And it didn't hit my Leorius because of my turn, because of where I put my my stuff. Let's go ahead and drill this Duchess. Very strong Duchess. Looks like in, what was it, Bolster, I'm guessing? No, not Bolster. It looks like potentially Guardian or Regeneration? Possibly Regeneration. Okay. See if the Uugo pops back out. I would love that. Love to have the Uugo pop out here so I can nuke him. I'm not going to be able to kill the Marichka with one of my nukes for quite some time. She's clearly built pretty tanky. Yes, that's great for me. That's great, because now Leorius can go in here. So there's a decent level of resist. Not going to take the chance, though. Awesome. We need to kill this Duchess, or we need to shut this Duchess down one more time to make sure she can't res after the Marichka goes down. Look at this. Very, very, very strong. Very tanky team. I'm going to risk it. We do get the provoke. Let's keep that Duchess from doing anything. Very strong Duchess here. Looks like relatively high resistance, though. Possibly the Marichka as well. I'm gonna test a theory, and we're gonna hit with the A3 and see if it is a high resist. It is high resist. We did get that. Oh, interesting. So not super high resist here. All right, this is actually potentially great. Marichka comes in. Does she cleanse? Does she get the heal? No, can't get the heal. And this is exactly what I wanted, to be able to shut them both down again. Huge. Yes. Yep. If he had gotten another turn there, this could have really dragged on. Getting that Yumiko to knock him down with another shutdown. Big, big, big. Hey, we hit 1,600, guys. Let's go. Let's take a quick look at what we fought so far tonight. 15 million, 14 million, 27 million. Okay. Very, very impressive. Is that the guy with the +4s? No. 17 million, 15.8, 15.2, 19.1, 13, 14, 26.9. This was the guy with all the +4s? No, somebody had +4s. I don't know where they went. I guess they were too many battles ago. Why doesn't it let me see more of my battles? We don't even get to see the guy that beat us. Thankfully, I showed the leaderboard earlier. or the battle log earlier, but that's such a bummer. Let me see more of my battles, Plarium. Come on. So we got to keep going here. We're still in tier 2 of silver. We should be able to get to tier 3 of silver sometime this week, just based on what we've done. And we're ranked 1042, so we got a long way to go to get on the leaderboard. 99%. Oh, 99, folks. 145 and 1. And again, we went 128 and 0. So we are seeing a couple people. Sethi, I know he's in our clan. Great player. Super high win rate there. He's on the leaderboard, so he's doing great. And again, Rats is top, and he's changed his name. I think he's YouTube Rats now. Yep. Awesome. Looks like there's a couple people in gold now. So we got at least 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in gold. Cool. Look at these player powers. Sheesh. I'm a minnow compared to these guys. All right, let's keep going. We can get at least 2 or 3 more battles in here. Let's do it. Let's get a couple more. Farting Cow. That's a great name. I love that. Cows do fart quite a bit. That's an accurate name. Ton of methane. If you didn't know that, look it up. You know, cows release a ton of methane. I still love the way they taste, but they do release a lot of methane. I don't know why I'm talking about that. Who cares? Okay, double Duchess. One with Polymorph. If you see a Harima, you definitely shouldn't throw out a Rhodos. There's a Rhodos. Okay. Interesting. Yannicka for the shield. Okay. The ability to go through shields. So right now, looking at this, if he doesn't throw a lockout, I'm probably banning one of his Duchesses. You throw a Hegemon in there, I'm going to immediately ban the Hegemon. And that's because I want to preserve the ability to go first. And also Hegemon, though you don't see him very often anymore, against speed teams like this, he is still very good. He can lock your skills. He guarantees that you go first. I just don't want to mess with that. I don't want to take a chance. I'm much more afraid of the Hegemon locking all of my characters than I am of him getting multiple revives or getting a one-shot off with the Rhodos, right? He can't turn me to control me. Let's hit him with a doubler. Perfect. Got the Soul Reap. Okay. We're not going to waste an AoE. There we go. Can we take this buff down by 1? Nope. Higher level resist. Okay. Now the Rhodos could be trouble here. But I can actually, well, you know what? Let me think here. I've still got the AoE with my Harima, so I'm going to wait for the Harima AoE here because I should be able to provoke the Rhodos. He did get an extra turn, so he could kill me with one of his people now. Kills the Leorius, smart. Does he have enough damage to kill one of the other guys? Probably not because of Harima, but let's find out. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's why you gotta love Harima, because if they try to use that Rhodos, all you gotta do is let Harima do what she was born to do. Keep you alive. Now, we're gonna hit this Rhodos, take him down again. She already rezzed. She does have a res, so we'd love to kill her or sleep her, which we should be able to because Sifi's got turn. See if he's got the turn meter. Temporal chains coming into play there. You saw it reduce the turn meter for that Duchess. Love temporal chains as a blessing. And now we should be able to kill this Duchess. Nope, swift parry. So they get another res. And do I have an AoE left? I don't know. Got to take that off. Beautiful. So glad I saved that. I do have my AoEs back. We can hit that. Take down the Rhodos. He shouldn't have his revive back yet. Indeed, he doesn't. Got some good damage there. Get another turn with a Leorius. Double hit. Awesome. Good stuff. Good battle. We've got 12 more minutes left before this. Oh, it's Fawaz. It's my Sacred Panda buddy. Oh, man. Fawaz has got a Taurus, so he's definitely going to pop off a Taurus here. He also knows what I love to do, so this should be really interesting. He has a great Platinum Arena team. This is guaranteed to be a very, very, very tough battle, without a doubt. So I got to really think here about what's going to counter the Taurus Marichka type meta. Because he'll ban my Yumiko for sure. He's smart. I'm going to put my... I'm trying to think if I want to do Harima or do I roll with Taurus here. I'm going to roll with my Taurus. Because I know he's going to throw one out. I love it. Always is a good player, too. This is not going to be an easy fight. He's got a great roster as well. Really good gear. Great champions, too. He'll put Taurus and Marichka out here, I would imagine. Yep, there's Taurus and Marichka. I think he actually has 2 Tauruses. Now that I think about it, I think he's actually got 2. I'm going to throw the Sifi out and the Leorius. He'll probably ban the Taurus here. Actually, I could probably ban the Yumiko. What are you going to throw out here, Fawaz? Let's see what you got, buddy. This is fun. See, this, if you could fight your own clanmates all the time, just imagine how much fun that would be. Plarium, roll that out. Come on. You see my face light up here? How excited I am? He's got tons of polymorph blessings on both of these champions as well. I think he's got a second Taurus. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I'm crazy. He does have a second Taurus. Okay, I knew it. I was like, I'm almost positive he's got a second Taurus. Damn, this is really tough. Who do I ban here? Do I ban one of the Tauruses? I ban the Necrit? He's got tons of polymorph on the Sifi as well. Sifi's going to let him get that speed up. Damn, do I ban the Marichka, though? I'm going to ban the Marichka. I can't. He's going to ban my Yumiko. Yep. Okay. He's got Taurus. Okay, so one of these has polymorph, but I think my play here is try to sleep his Tauruses and make them miss turns. I don't know. Let's find out. This should be interesting. I know he's got a lot of reaction as well. Let's see if I can stun him. Nope. I might get annihilated here. Honestly, the double Taurus is very tough. Try to take some of these buffs off, but his Taurus is too fast. There comes the first nuke. Yeah, I should have just gone with Marichka. There's the second. Leorius survives. My Taurus is still alive. He has some buffs. Not enough to do it, though. I don't think I can kill him because of the Necrit. He can't put me to sleep either. I got to go ahead and just launch the nuke. Not quite enough. His Taurus is a beast, but he should be able to take me down and then res one. Damn it, Fawaz. 2 Tauruses is a monster. This is my first time facing a team like this, so I also have to think about what's going to work to counter this. So he'll kill my Leorius here for sure. So I think I should probably, for 2 Taurus teams, roll with, I would imagine, I guess, Marichka Taurus then? Or maybe I roll with 2 lockouts. Maybe I roll with a Warlord and a Taurus. Oh, good battle, Fawaz. Good battle. We're going to talk about that in the clan chat for sure. If I could have banned one of his Tauruses, would that have been enough? Maybe I ban one of the Tauruses when I see two. I don't know. See, that's something I'm going to have to figure out. Because that's the first time, the very first time I faced a double Taurus team, which is great. That's like super, super, super fun. All right, let me see here. I had to message him in the Discord. I love it. I'll have to message him later. That was too good, though. See, think about if they did this, right? Think about how much fun you would have facing your clan mates if you're in live arena, right? If you're getting to select that. Double Taurus is tough. Single Taurus you can work with. Double Taurus is tough. I gotta think about who I want to ban in that instance, right? And maybe is it worth it to bring the Marichka in? He probably still would have banned her. Maybe you go double lockout. Maybe that's how you roll. Maybe you go double lockout. So no matter what, you're getting a guaranteed ability to shut his turns down. Oh man, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled programming here. Now I'm actually happy I lost earlier today, because if I had lost to one of my clanmates for my very first loss, that would have been very sad. Even though, again, Fawaz is such a good player and has a great roster too. What do we got here? Yumiko. Let's ban the Sifi. Still, I think we've gone, what, like 12-2, 13-2? I don't know. Something like that. I don't know how many wins I got. Count them up and let me know. Can we get one more win before everything shuts down? He's got a slow team with bolster, so he does have bolster on. He left my Yumiko in. I'm going to risk it and throw out. Yeah. Then he had that bolster shield on, so less likely for me to proc that Rhodos' extra turn, which is great. We definitely want to make sure we don't proc that if we can avoid it. Go ahead and hit the Harima. Now we can sleep the Rhodos because there's no Sifi to cleanse. Oh, but there is, of course, a Mithrala to cleanse. Good God. How did I forget about the Mithrala? Use your brain, Drock. There's a Mithrala. He can cleanse. It wouldn't have mattered who I picked. I did pick a good champion, though, because I picked one that didn't have Polymorph. So let's go ahead and hit him with the A2. Awesome. We took out the... Oh, we got Polymorphed. See if I can kill this Marichka. Now, I've used both of my nukes. So I got to get back to my stuff quick, especially because I don't have my Sifi up to block the ability for them to hit me with the Hex of the Marichka, or of the Mithrala. So might get petrified here. Not yet. Huge to get her back. That's big. I'm going to use this. I'm going to boost up. He could get petrified. Oh, and actually, no, he doesn't have it on him, which is great. Perfect. Now he can't be petrified. That's huge. We shut the Duchess down again. I can use the A3 on the Leorius because he's got block buffs, or block debuffs up, excuse me, which is great. So it lets me just wail on him with Abandon, knowing that I can't get sheeped by the Polymorph. Strong Harima. Poof. Very strong Harima. Sheesh. Kill the Arbiter here. Yep. Killed the Arbiter. Gonna save the nuke. Had enough damage there. Go ahead. Get our Arbiter back. All right. This should be an easy finish here. Get him there. Speed him up. Unless maybe use a swift parry. Yeah. All right, we got time for one more fight. Let's go. One more. I think I know how I want to face double Taurus going forward. I have an idea. I think that's when I pull out my Georgia, pull out the Necrit. That's what we do. That could work, could not work. One more battle. This has been fun, though. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This is the longest I played live arena so far. And again, our undefeated streak finally ended. We are lossless no more. And now I can do a lot more stuff in live arena and test different stuff out. So I will be adding that probably when I do champion showcases, if I have a chance to, if it works out timing wise. Because obviously it's only dependent on what time of day the stuff is on. I think going back, I'd ban the second Taurus. I'd maybe use Georgid, and I'd try to take out the Sifi. That, or I could have banned the Sifi and made it a lot harder for him to get a ton of buffs up. That could have worked too. I thought about banning the Sifi. I really did. I think I just hate Marichka so much. Because I hate that passive. There really should be a turn limit on that passive. I mean, honestly, all of these champions would be easier to fight and wouldn't need a nerf if you could, I don't know, debuff them like you normally could and have a high accuracy, excuse me, high accuracy Madam Saris come in and lower their their defense and their offense. Technically not Taurus, because obviously, he doesn't, decreased attack doesn't affect him since it's HP based, but certainly decreased defense does. Part of why I hate Polymorph so much. So many champions that are just completely useless now as a result of Polymorph. Like, truly useless. All right. Let's put the Leo to sleep. See if we can kill this Rhodos. Yep. Awesome. I'm not getting a chance to A3. I can't remember if they have Polymorph or not. I wasn't looking. I wasn't paying attention. I was talking. But I'm just going to use the A2. I think I can kill the Sifi. Awesome. We did get the Sifi, which is great. Put the Duchess to sleep. Hit the Leorius. Hit him again. We want to keep Duchess sleeping. And now we can put the Leorius almost to sleep. Yes, we can sleep the Leorius. Won't matter. He's not going to have a turn anyway. Boom. And now we'll just throw it on auto. And that will be the last fight of the night. Sleep again. Shut him down again. Up. There you go. Well, folks, not bad. We had our first loss. It came way too early in the video. And then we had our second loss. So when they come in droves, I guess. But this is really good because the thing is, like, I need to fight these teams and think about what to ban. I faced Taurus teams before. I should have beaten the first team. Frankly, I think I just made a mistake with using the AoEs too early and not being quite fast enough to get ahead of those Duchess buffs. I think I would have survived, but kudos again. It's it's cool to lose and get an idea of what works and what doesn't work. And then obviously with Fawa as my clanmate, I have not faced a 2 Taurus team in live arena. I faced them in classic arena, and I have a really good idea of how to beat them there. And I could have pivoted, and I probably should have, thinking back. Like, if I were going to ban someone different, I would have banned one of the Tauruses. I might have picked a Georgian. I might have picked a Necrit and just left the Marichka up to do what she was going to do. Because if I picked a Georgian, a Necrit, let's say an Arbiter, a Yumiko, and maybe a Leorius or a Taurus, he's still going to ban the Yumiko no matter what, because the Yumiko shuts both of his stuff down. And again, when I'm facing them in arena, that's what I'm usually using if I'm facing a double Taurus team. I am bringing in my ability to shut his turns down. I'm using a Necrit, or I'm, using a Georgian, stuff like that. So I should have thought about that, should have pivoted. Especially because I had a good idea that was going to come. So again, that's inexperience, right? I haven't had a chance to face a double Taurus team yet. Now I have. I lost. Now I learn. Next time I face someone with double Taurus, I think about which person to put in there. And I think that's why, also just thinking, like, technically, I've been picking both my nukers first. And I need to pick one of them in that first 3 picks, not both, because I need to have the ability to pivot if I want to. So I need to think about how I'm going to start adjusting my picks. And I think what I'm going to do is, I've been holding my shutdown to the end because I don't want people to know that I'm going to throw a shutdown champion out there. But I think what I'm going to lead with is one of my speed leads, my shutdown then, and then save the nukers for like the last 3 picks. Pick one of the nukers after that, and then see what they've done if I'm not, if I'm picking first. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It's the longest YouTube video that I've ever made. I'm really curious to see what people think. Please leave your comments down below if you like this content, if you're sad to see the streak end, if you're happy to see the streak end, and you feel like I got what I deserved. I had a lot of fun, and obviously there was only one moment of getting extremely toxic versus that one team that was trying to stall me, but frankly they deserved it, and I regret nothing. That's pretty much it, guys. If you haven't liked the channel or subbed, that helps out a ton. If you like the content I put out, please consider doing that. If you don't like the content I put out, no worries. There's plenty of other great raid creators out there. And again, if you haven't checked out the stream, it's Big Papa Drock on every single streaming platform that matters, from Twitch to Kick. I haven't streamed on YouTube, but I'm planning on doing it specifically for RaidShadowLegends in the future. So for now, if you want to come into the chat and say hello, I am a very friendly streamer. You're welcome to do so. Just pop in my Twitch or pop in my Kick. I stream on different services depending on the day, depending on how I'm feeling. But thank you so much for the support. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be back with more shard pull videos, more live arena videos, more World's Strongest Champion showcases. Again, I am Big Papa Drock, and I am out. Catch you later.